everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Phyllis, and here on my channel I share DIYs, home decor, Goodwill, thrift hauls, and more. And if this is your first time stopping by, thank you, and please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, and I would love to read your comments. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. In today's video, I will be sharing with you how I create a faux marble wood tray out of scrap that I had on hand. Here are some Pinterest inspirations that I found, and the only difference with mine, other than it not being real marble, is I will put feet on my tray. So if you'd like to see how I created my faux marble wood tray, then just keep watching. Now let's get started. Now these are the items I used: 4 Dollar Tree napkin rings, 2 cabinet handles I already had, marble contact paper, and acrylic paint from Walmart. Here I'm placing the Dollar Tree napkin rings where I will be putting the screws through to grab the handles on the opposite side. So I'm doing all this now, and the handles are going to be the very last thing that I put on. So I'm drilling the holes, the pilot holes, and then I put this little piece under here so I don't damage my island countertop. And then I drill the holes all the way through, put it aside, and then what I'm going to be doing first is painting the entire piece except the part where the contact paper will be. So I'm painting all the way around the wood piece, and I will be painting the bottom of the tray as well. And now I've laid the wood on top of the contact paper to measure out a piece just to go on top of the wood. I don't wrap it around, I just cut it enough just to cover the top. But you will also see later on down in the video, I'm going to be putting some velvet ribbon on the top to trim around, because the paint, I could get it off, but the edges of the contact paper was kind of rough, and I wanted the edges to be as perfect, as close as possible. So here I'm putting painter's tape so I can paint the edges again, but you'll see too that was kind of pointless and a waste. But in hindsight, I didn't see that until later. See here, the edges are rough. Well, I'm going to put paint on that. I'm going to let it dry, and then when I pull the tape off, you'll see the paint still got up under it. So that's why I ended up resorting to using ribbon. Now here I'm painting the bottom. This is the underside of the tray, where again I'm using this acrylic paint that I got from Walmart. And then coming up, I will be putting the Dollar Tree napkin rings that I'm using as feet. And I did let the paint dry. I'm pretty sure you all would know that, but I let the paint dry. And then here I'm using Gorilla Glue instead of E6000, the Gorilla Clear Glue and glue stick to put the napkin rings on. And the pilot holes are still there. They're just in the center of the napkin ring, because you'll see later on I'll be putting the screws through again towards the end to add the handles on. And now I'll be turning it over, and then you'll see here where the paint, right here, right there, you can see the paint right at the beginning and down some of the edges, and you can see where the contact paper came up. If I would have thought about it, I would have put the Mod Podge on the wood first and then put the contact paper down. But here I'm sealing in the paint because I don't want the paint to peel off. So I'm putting Mod Podge all around the edges, on the bottom of the tray, and I've also put Mod Podge on top of the contact paper because I wanted to have that gloss look on it as well. Now, if I had thought about this, I would have Mod Podged the entire thing before putting the napkin rings or feet on. Not that it matters, but that's just me being kind of extra and OCD, but it dries clear. So it looks a mess the way I'm putting it on. But again, I just wanted to seal it in so it wouldn't peel. It shouldn't peel because again, it's the bottom, so it won't ever be touched. So here I picked it up so I can cover the around the edges again and kind of get the thick whiteness off, because sometimes that can dry up with a clumpy look. Now here, this ribbon, I said earlier in the video that I was putting the ribbon because the edges were not a perfect finished look. And this is some stretch black velvet ribbon that I've had. I don't even remember where I got it. I've had it for so long. But I'm using tacks to hold it down instead of glue stick, because I didn't want it to pop, to come loose over time. So I'm just using these tacks, and these tacks are just from the Dollar Tree. And I use the pliers to put it down because this wood is very hard. I didn't realize how hard it was. But after I put the tacks down, you will see when I turn it over, you can still see some of the white edge of the contact paper. I ended up using, and I didn't show this at all in the video, I ended up using the glue stick all the way around close to the edge of the ribbon, so the ribbon wouldn't ever come up. See how you can see, I'm gonna put it in the frame. You can see the white edge, and I had to push the ribbon down to make it even around the border edge of the tray. Well, I ended up using glue all the way around, glue stick all the way around, just so that ribbon wouldn't move. Again, you can see the white edge peeking from under there, and I just didn't want that to show. I wanted it to be a perfect black straight edge. I didn't get that look with using the paint, so that's why I used the ribbon, and still the white was showing. So I said I'm going to remedy this by just using glue stick, and I got it to looking the way I want it to be. And now the last thing is putting on the handles. Now here, I don't know if I showed, but I did have to move one of the holes over because I didn't measure it as perfect as I thought, and I straightened it out before I put the feet on. But here I'm just putting the screws halfway through before I put the handles on. So I put the screws in just enough to peek through the paper so that I can line the handles up with it. And you'll see I'll pick it up and I put the handles through, and then push it all the way through to go through the holes of the cabinet handles. And again, these cabinet handles I purchased from Amazon last year because I changed out the handles on my kitchen cabinets, and these were just extra ones. Here it is where that's why I had to put the handle on the other end. I had to take the screw out again and move it over because I had the hole a little over too far. So this one fit perfectly, but the other one I had to move it over. And here it is completed, and I love, and this was something that I just thought about on a whim and completely, and because I saw someone on Instagram that made one and I loved it. So I want to thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you so much for watching. JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So until next time, make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. Bye-bye.